Okay, so we are looking at lesson one. What is atmosphere? Okay, let's see here. So when you look at atmosphere, the simple meaning or definition of atmosphere would be a blanket of gas surrounding the earth. Okay, so atmosphere protects all living things and helps control the temperature. Okay, so the atmosphere helps protect the meteor, okay, the UV from the sun. Okay, so that's the point of having atmosphere, and also it traps and help control the temperature. Okay, so it traps the air, right? So you can see that atmosphere, you are looking at atmosphere in layers. The first layer is called troposphere. Okay, this is the first layer. Okay, and then the second layer is stratosphere. Then the third is mesosphere, followed by thermosphere. Okay, this sometimes you can call it exosphere as well. Okay, so when you look at this page here, the layer of the atmosphere. Okay, so the first layer is troposphere. This is the layer where all the living thing and weather. Okay, so we live in this layer, all living thing live in here, and this is where you have all your weather taking place on the first layer. Okay, the second layer is stratosphere. So stratosphere is where you have your ozone, which helps protect us from the UV ray from the sun. Okay, then followed by the third layer. The third layer is mesosphere. This is the coldest layer, and meso means meteor. So it helps protect us from the meteor that falls from the space into the earth. Okay? Then you have the thermosphere. This also helps reduce the heat radiation or absorb the heat radiation. This is where you see the northern lights or the aurora. Yeah? Okay, then the last one is the exosphere. This is the final layer. This is basically the part where the space begin, we call it. Yeah, the beginning of space. Okay, so these are the five main layers that you have to memorize. Yeah. Okay. Each layer would have different temperature, different composition of gas, different density. So this is talking in depth about each of the sphere as you go up. Okay, so this is where plant, human, and animals live in. Okay, so this one, as you go up on the troposphere, the temperature would decrease as you go up. Altitude means the height. Okay, so most gas in here that it's containing would be, let me open for you the gas, this one. Okay, there you go. So in the atmosphere, you can see that most of the gas that is trapped, or what we call as air, is composed of nitrogen mainly, followed by oxygen, and some other small gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Yeah. So atmosphere is important. Why? Because it helps protect us from the rays of the sun, okay, and keeps the temperature of the earth at comfortable level and help the air to be breathable. Okay, let's see this. All right, this we talked. See here, the composition of air. So you can see that 78% is nitrogen, 21% is oxygen, and the rest is made of argon, carbon dioxide, water vapor. Yeah. So water vapor are in form of cloud mostly. Okay, air pollution. So the pollutants are the material that harms the living thing or the environment. Okay, the cause of pollution: burning fuel, smoke released from factories, cars, volcano, and dust. Okay, smog mean you have fog mixed with smoke, you get smog. Okay, all right. Let's see the word air pressure. The air itself has a weight, right? So air pressure means the force of air pressing down on the earth. Okay, so air pressure, we use what we call as, let me show you the, is the diagram? There, this one here. This is called barometer. Okay, so we use barometer to measure the air pressure. So this is, where was it? There. So you want to measure temperature, we use a thermometer. You want to measure the pressure, we use a barometer. Okay, you want to measure the wind direction, we use weather vane. Okay, and the wind speed, we use anemometer. Okay, and you want to measure the humidity, you use wet dry bulb hygrometer. Now you want to measure the rain level, we use the rain gauge, or precipitation level, we call it the rain gauge. Yeah. All right, coming back here. All right, so air pressure is measured in unit of Pascal, PA. Okay, so I'm not going in depth, but just showing you, this is the instrument we use to measure the air pressure. We called it the barometer. There, it can be made of mercury. So this is the diagram of mercury barometer that you see here. Okay, so as the pressure outside increase, the pressure would press down on the mercury inside, so causing the rise on this level, and you can read the value. Yeah, but as air pressure decreases, the mercury would fall back down. Yeah. All right, this is when you have an analog barometer, we called it aneroid barometer. Okay, so there's a disc inside and there's a spring and a lever inside.